Hello and welcome to this little tutorial about how to use Pixlr Express. Now, I don't quite understand why people aren't using it correctly because it was a part of the pre-departure assignments. Learning to use Pixlr Express is quite a simple thing to do. Okay, so let's walk through a few simple steps of compression, composition and contrast. Let's open our dear little app now. Okay, so when you open the app, you can choose to open a photo or a group of photos. For this exercise, we'll just open one photo. Okay, so here's my gallery. I want to go to the camera. And I want to find a nice photo to edit. Where can I find something? Let's have a look at this little photo. So here we have it. Dear little photo, isn't it? But you can see the contrast is a bit washed out with the bright light coming from the left. The composition doesn't really suit my requirements, so let's have a look at the little button on the left-hand corner. Okay, by opening that button, it gives me a number of options, and as Buck Norris says about perspective drawing, don't get confused about all of the permutations. We just want to stick to the simple three. So the first one I'd like to do is adjust the composition. I'll use the crop tool for that. Okay, so here we are. We can adjust the cropping and thereby adjust the composition. I like that little bit of light on the side, so I'll move the composition out there. And I like the darkness on the right. I'd like to keep the yellow in the composition base. Doesn't that look like a dear little triangular composition now? I'm so happy with that. So if I'm happy, I'll press the tick button. And there we have it. So that's the composition. Now we need to adjust the contrast. So down to that dear little left-hand button again. We're going to use the adjustment tool and use that dear little thing in the middle called contrast. Let's have a look what happens now. Oh, there we go. A little bit of contrast. Doesn't that look so refined now? Okay, so once again we give it a tick of approval and now we're ready to move on to compress it. So having reached the point where it's done, I now move into my final menu where I could share it with all these exciting, wonderful media. If you're using the iPhone interface, the bottom left one will be your size settings. But here on the Android, we use the save image. Now this gives us a range of possibilities. I can make it small, medium, maximum or custom. Usually around about 800 pixels wide would be lovely for an image for Paulie's assignments. So I would normally select medium, but if you want to, you can select custom. Okay, so custom gives you the option of many settings. So I would say around about 700 is perfect for Paul's dear little assignments. So 700, 724, that's close enough for me. Okay, you can have a JPEG or a PNG. Paulie, for some reason known only to himself, prefers JPEGs. So if you want to humour the old boy, press JPEG. Then press OK. And there you have it. Let's get out of Pixlr, go back to the gallery, and then have a look at what we have in Pixlr. There's our image. And opening it up and having a little inspection, we can see that the resolution is just fine and dandy. So there you have it, girls and boys. Paulie's Pixlr tutorial.
Gimana baik Mike?